This Ceratosaurus is valued at $10 and this is valued at $200. Okay guys, first species of the day, Concavenator Dual Attack. This figure, it's a pretty old one, I think all the way back in like 2019. And we will be putting all the cheaper ones on the left and the more expensive one on the right hand side. We will be using eBay. We shall find the cheapest one as a guide. So this figure right now, it's valued at about $19. Concavenator. I'm gonna put this one right over here. And here we have the more expensive version, which is the Concavenator Hammond Collection. I think this is a really beautiful one. The cheapest one that we can find on eBay is actually at about $40, which is quite reasonable. I'm gonna put the Concavenator right over here. So we have $20 versus a $40 Concavenator. Next up, we have a Giganotosaurus, and this one is valued at about $30 that you can find on eBay, the cheapest one. Strike and roar, I have actually removed the batteries, so it doesn't roar right now, but it can still strike. I really love this Giganotosaurus. What do you guys think of this? I think this is quite a cool one. And do you guys know that there will be a new Giganotosaurus coming out really soon? I'll be getting it very soon. Okay, next, you've guessed it. Hammond Collection Giganotosaurus. This is the best Giganotosaurus figure in the entire world. I think it is the best Hammond Collection figure as well. And the cheapest one that I can find that you can purchase directly, it's about $100, which I think it's pretty understandable because this figure is really extremely popular. So I'm gonna put the Giganotosaurus right over here. It is a beautiful one, and let's move on. Yes, next we shall take a look at one of the later Spinosaurus. This is actually Spinosaurus from the Jurassic World Rebirth Danger set. It comes with Zora and Dr. Henry. And the cheapest one that I can find right now on eBay is actually roughly about $50, but I think you should be able to get it from stores maybe around $30, I'm not too sure. So this is the current value of this Spino. And the expensive Spinosaurus, it's perhaps one of the best Spinosaurus figure out there. A lot of people feel that this is the best Hammond Collection figure. For me, I prefer the Giganotosaurus. I'm not too sure about you guys. And this one, it's currently valued at about $100. Which is understandable as well because it is so beautiful and a lot of people actually love this so much. I'm gonna put it right behind, okay? Beautiful lineup right over here. Okay, next up, we have a species that majority of you guys have totally forgotten about, the Matriacanosaurus Wild Raw figure. This one is really beautiful. You can actually find one which is out of the box at about $18 and the rest is about $40. So I think we can actually value this one at about, $20. This is a beautiful Matriacanosaurus. I really love this. It's quite a nice one for sure. Next, we are looking at one of the rarest Hammond Collection figure. This is actually Matriacanosaurus Hammond Collection, and this figure is extremely rare. It's not easy to find one, and the cheapest one that I can find is actually about $150 out of the box. So this is an extremely rare figure. I'm so happy we actually have it. I'm gonna put this one right over here. So this one is currently valued at least $150. Okay, next, I think this one is supposed to be a cheaper one, but it is also very expensive. It is the Mattel Jurassic World Young T-Rex Epic Attack set, and this one is currently valued at $120. Yes, it comes with a Pachycephalosaurus, but it is extremely rare. We are so fortunate to have this figure right over here. Okay, next, you are not going to believe it. This is a Hammond Collection Young T-Rex, and the value is basically insane. out of the box costs about $240, and in a box $620. That is just totally insane. So yes, this is one of the rarest one. It's so hard to find. It was sold out once it was like released. It was incredible. Next, this is actually one of the very first Mattel Dimetrodon. I'm not too sure whether you guys can remember this. It's basically the Savage Strike Dimetrodon. Yes, a vintage figure, not exactly vintage, probably back in like 2018. And if you take a look at this, yes, it's not very cheap as well. Currently valued at least $40 for this figure. Yes, beautiful one. I think this figure of mine, it is not working very well. The mouth sometimes can open, sometimes it can't. So it's a little bit faulty, but still a wonderful figure. I'm gonna put it right behind, okay? I'm gonna put it right over here. And perhaps the most expensive Dimetrodon in our collection is this, which is the Hammond Collection, which is currently valued at about $60. Yes, about $60. So it's a pretty cool one. It's a beautiful Hammond Collection figure. It is quite rare as well, but not as rare as the young T-Rex. The young T-Rex is totally insane. Next, we are looking at a T-Rex. Yes, what is this? Power Devour T-Rex right here. Is this one of the best T-Rex? I don't think so, but it's definitely one of the most fun T-Rex out there. I think this is quite a new figure. You can get this from like $50 to $70, so it's not too crazy. It is a new figure and it's really, really beautiful. Do you guys like this? I actually like this, but I prefer the lap lockdown. Next, yes, our expensive T-Rex is this one, which is the very first Hammond Collection T-Rex. This is just a beauty. I really love this figure. I mean, if you take a look at the details, the eyes, it is just an awesome figure. And this figure, it's quite rare as well. If you take a look on eBay right now, you can get this probably around the range of about $200. You know, some of it is like still beating in $150, so you can probably find one around the range of $200. And here we have one of the most fun, I would say this is actually the most fun Mosasaurus ever. If you have this, congratulations, because this is one of the best, if not the best Mosasaurus. Hopefully we get a Hammond Collection for sure. Okay, this is the Bite and Blast Mosasaurus. You can probably get this around $30 to $50, so it's not a super expensive one. Okay, our most expensive Mosasaurus has got to be the Prime 1 Studio Mosasaurus statuette. You guys have seen this before. So we basically purchased this at about, $1,009 when it was first on retail price. And right now, I mean, take a look at the price right now. It's crazy. It's about $6,000 USD. It's crazy, but I don't think this is the actual value because yeah, you can probably get this like a lot cheaper. But yeah, this is our most expensive Mosasaurus, perhaps our most expensive figure in our entire collection as well. And yes, Ceratosaurus. This is the very first Ceratosaurus from Mattel, the Rorivore, a really beautiful one. You can perhaps get this one at about $30 to $50 USD. So I'm gonna put this on right here. And the expensive one is really, really crazy. This is one of the rarest Ceratosaurus out there. I think this is the rarest one. And you can't get this like less than $300. So the value of this is at least $300 right now. So if you own one of this, congratulations, you actually own one of the rarest Ceratosaurus figure out there. So really beautiful one. And I'm really happy we still have it in fantastic condition. And Ankylosaurus Rorivore, the very first one from Mattel out of the box. Oh my goodness. $8? Seriously? It can't be so cheap. But in the box is still pretty expensive. It's like $60. But yeah, the value of this loose figure is actually about $8. No way. I'm not gonna sell this for like $8. No way. And this is my one and only first Ankylosaurus, so it's staying in my collection forever. forever and ever. Okay, Hammond Collection Ankylosaurus. Yes, another crazy valuable figure. You can get this at $200. Yes, because it is so rare as well. This figure is just beautiful. It comes with a tiny little articulated jaw, which is really fantastic because a lot of people actually complain about the Triceratops not having a movable jaw. And now what I like most about this figure is that you can see 1, 2, 3, 4 points of articulation just on the tail itself. The detailing, the paint scheme just looks fantastic. And yes, this one, the cheapest one you can get is $250, which is really crazy. The Hammond Collection figures are just so rare and expensive. One of the very first Irritator, I think this is the first Mattel Irritator. Soundstrike, not a huge fan of Soundstrike figures because they actually tend to roar on its own. This tail right here is like so loose. And this, yes, the value of this as a loose figure is roughly about $30. Pretty cool, pretty reasonable price. And I really like this. The sculpt looks fantastic. I love the colors as well. And this is the most valuable and expensive Hammond Collection Irritator. I would say the most expensive Irritator right now. If you own this, congratulations, because this figure on its own, as a loose figure, it's worth $400, which is crazy. Yes, you can perhaps get this at about $300, so it's basically around a range of $300 to $400. Really insane price. In a box, it's gonna be even more expensive. So we are very fortunate to have this figure. It is a great one, as you can see. The sculpt is just beautiful. The colors, I'm not a huge fan of the colors because I feel that the colors can definitely be way better. But overall, this is a really gorgeous figure. I'm gonna put this one right over here. Next species, Joe Sternberger, Hammond Collection. Apparently, this is the cheaper one. I can't believe it myself as well. So the Joe Sternberger Hammond Collection, you can actually get it at around $60. So I think this, it's, you know, a pretty reasonably priced figure. It's quite a nice one. So this one will actually go into the cheaper team. The cheaper team, I'm gonna put this one right here. And guess what? Joe Sternberger Legacy Collection is actually the rarer one. I can't believe it myself as well. If you take a look on eBay, it is roughly priced at $120, which is crazy. So I didn't know this is so rare as well. I'm not too sure about you guys, but you know, we are fortunate to get one of this. If you have this, congratulations. This is a very rare figure. It's not easy to find this in store. I got it online as well. Next, we are looking at a Triceratops. This is I think this is considered like a basic figure. It's like, you know, from the attack pack, danger packs. And this one, you can probably find it about $10. It's not an expensive one. It's pretty easy to find. I'm not too sure what is the exact name of this figure, so I can't really find the right amount. But yeah, this is not a rare figure, so you can probably get this around $10 to $20 at most. Surprisingly, the Hammond Collection of Triceratops is not expensive because you can actually get this at about $30 or even cheaper. You know, for this one, you can get the Triceratops Young Trike together with the Triceratops at $55. So this is probably around $25. So the value of this and the danger pack is about the same. I would say about $20 to $30. Not crazy, but I think the value of it is definitely going to go up because a lot of people love Hammond Collection. Oops. Next, we have Baryonyx. This is the wild raw Baryonyx from Jurassic World Rebirth. Not a rare figure because it is still available in stores. You can probably get this about $20 to $30. So yeah, not a rare one. Okay, so for the rare Baryonyx, you guys know which one I am going to show. It's basically the Hammond Collection, and you can probably find this at about 150, you know, 130 range. It's an expensive figure. It is a rare one. It's actually one of the very first wave. So if you have one of this, congratulations as well. I think this is a really fantastic Hammond Collection figure. I'm not a huge fan of the arms. They look kind of weird, but the face, the body sculpt is just beautiful. Love all the Hammond Collection figures. I don't think there is one Hammond Collection figure that I don't like. So yeah, great one. Epic Attack Velociraptor, brown variation. A very cool figure. I really love this because once you press it, you can actually see the battle scars lighting up. And this one, I'm not too sure. Probably you can get this $15 to like $30. So let's just value this as $15. It's not a rare one for sure, but it's quite a nice one. I really love the eyes, how they have painted it like, you know, shiny green metallic eyes. It's just beautiful. Okay, the more expensive Velociraptor, you guys guessed it again. Hammond Collection Velociraptor, priced at about $70. I think this is still considered okay as compared to many out there. This one is crazy. This is like $600. So this one's $70, which I think it's still pretty decent. It's quite a nice one. I'm not like a huge fan of raptors because they're, to me, I'm getting like a raptor exhaustion because there are like so many raptors out there. But still, a fantastic one. Next species. This used to be my favorite figure from all of Mattel series. It was one of the very first few figures I've owned from Mattel, the Action Attack Carnotaurus. Such a beautiful one. Really love this figure. And this one, you can still get it like at a really cheap price, like $19 on eBay as a loose figure, but in the box you still have to pay for about like $60. But this is a very cool figure. So for $20 you'll be able to get this. Oh, there's one that's even like $15. So this is a pretty one, pretty value for money, I would say. Action Attack Carnotaurus. Let's value this at like $20. And yes, the expensive one once again, Carnotaurus Hammond Collection. Such a beautiful figure. And what is the price out there? Crazy insane price. Once again, cheapest one that you can find as a loose figure is $120. In the box, roughly about $280, which is crazy. Okay, for this one you can get it at $200. So it's still a pretty expensive one for sure. Do you guys have this? Let me know in the comments section down below, okay? Okay, this is the Dual Attack Parasaurolophus, valued at $5. $4.99. You can actually get this one at $4.99. Yes, I'm not kidding. It's really not a valuable one because it is so common and it is not a popular species, to be honest with you. So a lot of people don't really like it a lot. And the more expensive Parasaurolophus is once again from Hammond Collection. As you guys know, Hammond Collection figures are like, you know, always more expensive. But it's not a very expensive one because you can actually get the loose figure at probably about $50 to $60. So yep, but in a box it's definitely going to cost more, roughly about $80 to $100. So Hammond Collection figure, let's just value this at $60. Next species, Sticky Moloch. I think this one, it's quite a decent figure, probably around $10 to $15 you'll be able to get this. I really love this figure because it comes with a bandage. Really cool, but it doesn't have a movable jaw, but the neck is movable, the head is movable. So this one, let's just value this at about $15. And the more expensive one is roughly about double the price. You can actually get the Sticky Moloch Hammond Collection at roughly about $30. To me, this is one of the best Hammond Collection figures. It is top 5 in my opinion. I mean, just take a look at the face. The detailing and the paint on the horns, the spikes is just incredible. This is really, I mean, if you compare it with the Parasaurolophus, just take a look at the difference in the details. The details on the face is just incredible. You can see the scales. The scales are of such intricate sizing. Just so beautiful. This is one of the best, very underrated. You know, if you haven't get this, go and get this really soon because I'm very sure this figure, the value is gonna go up as well. Really love this figure a lot. It is top 5 in my opinion of the Hammond Collection. Next species, the cheaper version is the Gallimimus. This is actually from Chaos Theory, if I'm not wrong. You can probably get this about $15. It's quite a nice one. Love the paint scheme and really love the little articulated jaw. I love the highlights on the face. It looks beautiful. The Gallimimus Hammond Collection is another insanely priced figure right now. If you want to get the raw figure, I mean out of the box, you have to pay 110, 120. If you want to get it in a box, it's going to be costing you at least $180, which is insane. This figure is extremely rare. I have no idea why. You know, it was actually... so many of it was actually available in my local Toys R Us. Nobody was snatching them up at all. And right now, this is just ultra rare. Spinosaurus Strike Attack. This may look like, you know, the cheaper one, but it is in fact a very rare figure as well. $90, $100 in a box. And if you scroll down, yeah, some people are selling it at $200, which is insane. So yeah, $200 again. This is a very, very rare one, to be honest with you. It's actually much rarer than the Hammond Collection. And the Hammond Collection Spinosaurus is actually way cheaper than the Strike Attack. You can get this at $15. Can you believe it? I'm just gonna put this one right here. So, actually, the more expensive one should be over here, which is valued at $200. And this one is valued at only $15, which is insane because you think it should be the other way around, but yeah, apparently the Hammond Collection Spinosaurus is actually not that rare. Pyroraptor Epic Attack. Do you guys have this? Okay, do you guys have this one? It's not a rare one. You can actually get this roughly about $19, $18. So it's around a range of about, you know, $18 to $19. It's a pretty cool one. Oh, the batteries are no longer working. I think we have to change the batteries, but yeah, it's a pretty cool one, I must say. Pretty cool one. So this one will definitely go into the cheaper team right here, the more affordable one. Okay, so this is another insanely valued figure right now. So to get this in a box, it's crazy. $200, $150. Yeah, it's just insane. So this is roughly valued at least like $150 and above. Pyroraptor Hammond Collection is a pretty insane figure. It's a very, very beautiful one, extremely well detailed. Really love this figure. Okay, the next one. Okay, this is actually not the cheaper version. Okay, Pachycephalosaurus Epic Attack, extremely rare as well as what I've shown you guys just now with the young T-Rex. You can only get this set at $120 at least. A very, very rare one. So this one will actually go to the expensive side. Okay, the cheaper version is actually the Hammond Collection Pachycephalosaurus. Of course, there are way cheaper Pachycephalosaurus out there. So this one, you can probably get this at about $80. It's a very, very cool figure. I'm just gonna put this one right here. Next, we have Troodon. This is roughly about $10, a loose figure. This is actually from Camp Cretaceous. It's a very beautiful, beautiful figure. Pretty underrated, quietly forgotten. Yep, I don't think a lot of people are interested in this figure. This is actually quite a nice one. If you take a look at the neck, it is very well painted. Really love the details of this red paint right here. You can see like spikes going upwards. Really, really beautiful. They even painted the tail as well. So this is actually a very underrated figure in my opinion. Really, really beautiful. $10. Great value, I would say. And the slightly more valuable one is actually the Hammond Collection. Okay, Hammond Collection, it is basically about $20, $30, $40, around a range of, let's just call this like $30. So apparently Troodon is not a very popular species, I would say. You know, the attack packs, the Camp Cretaceous one and the Hammond Collection one, they are not extremely popular. $2 Allosaurus, can you believe it? $288. It's the lowest price that I can actually find. It is a Rorivore, the very first Mattel Rorivore. Come on, please show this figure some respect. But of course, you know, in a box you can actually get this. You can only get this at about $50, but majority of them are selling like 15, you know, 20. This guy is just crazy. $3? Man, this is definitely not $3. The expensive one, as you may guess, is the Hammond Collection Allosaurus. It's a really gorgeous looking one. If you are not too sure, this is actually based on the Better at Big Rock Allosaurus, and the price is kind of a pretty big range. Some of them are selling at 45, some of them are selling at 90, but majority of them are selling at, yeah, the price range is just way too big. Some are 40, some are 90. So I'm just gonna value this at like $40, so it's still pretty decently priced. Next, let me introduce to you the most annoying figure in my collection, the sound slashing Dinosaurs, because it just keeps roaring like very easily. You just move it around and it just roar. You see, I don't even touch it. I'm just holding his body and it just roar. And this is basically like about $20 to $15, $15 to $20. It's a pretty decently priced one. Definitely not. It's very annoying, as you guys can see, so I'm not a huge fan of this figure. And the expensive one is basically the Hammond Collection of Dinosaurs, which is roughly valued at about $70, which I think is still decently priced. I mean, if you want to get it now before it increases to like $100 and above, which will be crazy. So yep, this is a cool one for sure. Next, we have Distortus Rex. Okay, this is actually from the Island Escape playset. It's a very beautiful figure. I really love the sculpt. I actually love this sculpt more than the Rumble and Rampage. And this one is basically priced at about $80, which I think is pretty reasonable because it is a playset. It comes with a boat, it comes with some human figures. So yeah, this is basically valued at about $80. For the other Distortus Rex, we don't really have other Distortus Rex which are more expensive. So these two are basically my repainted work. So I value them at about $200 because the figure itself is close to like $70, and the amount of work that I've put in to each figure, you know, probably I took days to color it. I really value them at about $200 at least, or maybe even like $300. I'm not too sure. You guys can decide what are the value of this. Will I sell them? I'm not too sure. Probably in future when we run out of space, we might consider. Next species, the Dilophosaurus, epic attack, beautiful one. Not a crazy expensive figure. This is basically valued at about $25. You can get it, you know, pretty easily, I would say. Not a rare one for sure. And the expensive one, once again, is the Hammond Collection, the loose figure. You can actually get it not only at least $120 in a box. Is gonna be at least like, oh my goodness, check this out, $384. Is that even real? Okay, there's one more reasonable one, which is roughly about $200. So crazy. Let's just value this at about $200. It's really crazy. Okay, Triceratops, battle damage. This is actually a very rare figure and it's not easy to find. If you search for battle damage Triceratops, the only one you can find is actually priced at about $90, which is insane as well. But that is the only one that I can find. If I'm not wrong, it is extremely rare. Do you guys have this figure? Let me know. Oh, some people are selling it at $150. So this is one very rare figure. Hammond Collection Triceratops, another crazy expensive one. But a loose figure, you can actually get it at $80, the cheapest one that I can find, but it's still in beating stage, so it's definitely not $80. And a one in a box, you have to get it at least $300, which is crazy expensive as well. It's quite hard to find. Oh, this one is actually way cheaper, $180. So it's quite a rare figure. If you have this, congratulations to you. Stegosaurus, this is actually one of the earlier ones. Okay, I'm not too sure what to call this. This is basically from like Camp Cretaceous. I think it came along with Darius, if I'm not wrong. So I think this one, you can probably get this about $20 to $30. So it's not a crazy expensive one. And the more expensive one is actually Stegosaurus Hammond Collection, which is roughly about $50. So it's not crazy expensive just as yet. Okay, next, Indominus Rex minifigure. I think this figure is roughly at about $15. You should be able to get this on eBay at about $15. And the other one, it's the golden Indominus Rex. This is priced at about, if I'm not wrong, I've seen this on eBay and people are selling it at above $30 to even like $50. So it's a pretty rare one because it's a golden metallic Indominus Rex limited edition. Next species, Dreadnoughters. To me, this one, as I've told you guys in my previous video, it's the top 2. I rank this as number 2 best Jurassic World Rebirth Titanosaurus. Yeah, this is one of the best rebirth figures, including like, you know, Rumble and Rampage Distortus Rex. I really rate this figure very, very highly. You can actually get this from the Advent Calendar. You can only get this from the Advent Calendar. It's such a beautiful one. This one right now is valued at about $50. Yeah, it's really, really expensive for a minifigure, but this is just so gorgeous. It's the best minifigure that you can find out there. Our most expensive one is basically the Titanosaurus Super Colossus sitting right on top of our shelf. Currently valued at about $100 USD. Of course, you may be able to find one which is cheaper, but yeah, this is a really beautiful one. And I rank this as the number 1 Jurassic World Rebirth toy. Yes, to me, this is the best one in the entire Jurassic World Rebirth franchise. Next, we have a young Stegosaurus right here, and this is actually from a playset which is known as Sarah Harding Legacy Collection playset. And this playset is actually very cheap. $18 you get a big Stegosaurus as well as this young one, and Sarah Harding the action figure. So yeah, this is basically like $18. That is the cheapest one. Oh, you can even find like one at $15. That is crazy cheap, guys. So definitely you should pick this one up. It's $15. And the more expensive one, it's actually the Hammond Collection Juvenile Stegosaurus. I think it looks very similar to the previous one, and you can see this is valued at $100. Pretty crazy, I would say. Okay, our final one, Dreadnoughters minifigure. This is roughly worth about $20. Okay, it's quite a rare one. A lot of people are searching for this. You know, a new box is basically like $5, but a lot of people are actually trying to find this. So $20. And the more expensive one is basically the Super Colossal Dreadnoughters, which is currently valued at probably about $80 USD. So that is the end of our $1 versus $600 dinosaur toys. Do you guys have some of these figures? Let me know. And yes, if you have some of these very rare figures, congratulations. But of course, we collectors collect the toys because we like them, not because of its value. I don't intend to sell any of these figures to make profit or make any money. I collect this because I like them. I collect this because I can make content for you guys, okay? Thanks for watching this. If you are new here, make sure you subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next video, okay? Goodbye.